Hats off to the class of 2020. As you hit the open road of life, keep your eyes open for signs of support. Really, really big ones.
They've been working so hard for so long, and everyone's trying to do whatever we can to help them.
That's Andy Gottschalk. His company Blip sells billboards. And he says parents, students, teachers, even entire schools are getting their graduates on digital billboards across the country for as little as $20 a day.
What we're suggesting is to create that campaign for 3 days. The day of your graduation, the day before, the day after.
A giant gesture for a lifetime achievement. Congratulations. We have a lot to celebrate today. This is your sign good things are on the way. This is Good to Know.
It cheers everybody up. It cheers me up to be able to help. It cheers up my staff.
She sprinkles a lot of magic over the community.
I almost cried. Right there, I almost cried.
It helped me to overcome my fears and overcome my barriers of life.
Hey everybody, are you looking for a little positivity in your life? Well, you've come to the right place. This is Good to Know. It's a half an hour of positive news stories from all across the country. I'm your host, Lindsay Boach, and today we're starting with a little star power. A teen in Indiana scored big when looking for some advice, and that advice was a slam dunk.
Allie Hockett is as disappointed as any high school senior that the school year ended like this. So Allie reached out for advice.
Hi, Allie. This is Kareem Abdul Jabbar. I don't think you really need any advice from someone who graduated college when Neil Armstrong first stepped on the moon.
She reached out to a Hall of Famer and quickly shared it with classmate Josh Copenhaver.
So you reached out to Kareem Abdul Jabbar.
I reached out, I said, if you could just give me some encouraging words. And then I mentioned the basketball team. I said, they've been through a lot this year, having lost their coach.
Black fist! That boy Gav, 8 minutes on the clock.
Matt English lost a lengthy battle with cancer in December of 2018. His team was going for their first regional championship last March before the rest of the tournament was called off.
I know you're going to miss all of your friends at Beech Grove High School, especially the basketball team, which has been through so much lately, having lost their coach and having their season canceled right after winning sectionals.
I was in shock. It was really cool.
Mike Renfro was Matt English's assistant and is now the program's head coach.
I thought, and I know the kids really thought that we had a shot to win the whole thing this year. So it was a little disappointing there in the end, and probably one of the hardest things I had to do was let those kids know that we weren't going to the regional.
But Kareem wasn't done after learning about the program's slogan.
I love your team motto, though. We before me, because it's a lesson we can all live with.
When you get a response from Kareem Abdul Jabbar, that's pretty cool, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think my heart stopped for a minute and I just kind of started shaking.
At first, when Alex sent me the video, I thought it was like a joke. Because I was like Kareem Abdul Jabbar is like one of the all-time NBA greats. Like, why would he mention Beech Grove High School and the basketball team?
But clearly there's more than basketball being taught at Beech Grove High School. Matt's legacy was the lunch pail and hard hat he urged players to bring. Those same items were center stage when the team went on to win back-to-back sectional championships.
What do you think Matt would say about how this program has reacted over the last couple of seasons?
More than anything, I think he'd be proud. But I think he'd be really proud of the boys because they've worked very, very hard to get to where we are today.
It's a feeling these days felt school-wide.
Basketball is more than it's more than just basketball. Like, they implement life lessons in everything that we do.
We have been through things that no other class can really say that they've been through.
Best wishes in your college career, Allie. Take care now. Good luck.
And now a class with Hall of Fame status.
Rodney Hunter.
It's very easy for us to resort to some of the negative surroundings instead of something positive.
Stands on the street he grew up on, a neighborhood that brings back memories.
It was very hard to stay out of trouble. There were more troubling opportunities than there were positive opportunities.
of how basketball changed his life. In fact, Hunter even started a sports training academy called B2E Sports, or Ballers to Elite. With it, he helps turn young basketball players into better athletes and, as he says, better people.
There were times where I had friends who wanted to go do negative things, and I decided to play basketball, and, their life is now much different than mine. They've made decisions that, put them away for many years, 20 plus years.
Now he plans on changing even more lives with these signs of positivity. Signs encouraging those who grew up like Hunter did to
stay positive, grab a ball, stay out of trouble.
And free basketballs to help them do just that.
I may never know who it impacts, and that's okay with me. But my goal is just to change some kid's life by simply giving them an outlet to dribble a basketball instead of choosing something different, which may ultimately change the outcome of their life, which may give them a story to tell later on, just like myself.
What started by placing 6 basketballs throughout his former neighborhood near Rosa Parks Elementary has since blown up online.
If it wasn't for basketball, I don't know what path I would have taken in life. It legit saved my life.
Now he hopes this act of kindness will become a movement in other communities throughout the tri-state.
I'm just hoping that it changes someone's life.
In Virginia, we found a group of teens who are using Facebook Live to make a difference.
During the pandemic, we all seem to have lots of time on our hands.
There we go.
Binge watching may be your choice to pass the hours.
Yep, we're excited.
For Kate Mardigan,
all right, so
she's discovered her favorite new show.
Hey, Janae.
With some memorable characters.
No, Garden.
Are you in?
Kate is the founder of Jacob's Chance.
Okay, girl. I'll see you in a minute on Live.
The nonprofit helps children and young adults with special needs thrive in life through sports.
It's been hard. It's been hard.
But spring soccer, baseball, and tennis were canceled due to COVID-19.
It is my heart and soul. It is absolutely killing me not to be around the kids right now.
So Kate devised a plan.
Definitely, because our kids are isolated.
Today we are making guacamole.
Her athletes and volunteers are leading cooking, dance, and art classes on Facebook Live.
I'm so proud of them. So proud of each one of these kids.
My lioness, March Street.
Janae Santiago, who lives with Down syndrome, signed up immediately.
It's so fun. Like literally, I love it. Then a blueberry.
The VCU senior from Chesterfield.
There are many places.
Conducts live seminars weekly.
On the top.
Reading chapters from her beloved book, The Treasure Tree.
Show them.
The 21-year-old's confidence is blooming.
It helped me to overcome my fears and overcome my barriers of life.
Oh my goodness, I think it's amazing because it keeps them all connected. They're excited to see each other, even though they're not physically there.
Hey, Tyler.
Classes are becoming so popular at the nonprofit, they may not end post-pandemic.
I am so proud. She is an inspiration, an incredible role model for her peers.
Bye.
For one of the stars of this new series,
yay,
Janae Santiago is grateful for her chance to shine.
Kate makes it so much fun. Like, OMG, Kate is my girl. Like, literally. She rocks the world all the time.
I wake up thinking about it. I go to bed, wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. I'm going to see this through all the way. And then we're all going to be together and we're going to have one great big party and we're going to celebrate together that we did this. We made it through.
Thank you so much. I will see you next week.
A principal in Montana is luring his kids to read.
Be careful, that's sharp. Plus, it's a Dallas Cowboy lure, so... Oh, no! Are we ready? All right, fish on!
Sending supplies to the roof of their elementary school, the students are getting their reward for reading.
I had my 5th graders vote on what they'd like to see me do if they met their goal, and they chose to have me spend the night on the roof, so... here I am.
And boy, did they work together. They read for more than 73,000 minutes. They also raised close to $7,000, and now that's something you don't read about every day.
A school resource officer at Green High School for 12 years, Deputy Todd Hart walks the empty halls, missing the kids.
You talk to them, you see them in the hall every day, you help them with problems.
But no one could predict the problems the class of 2020 would face.
Graduation's like their Super Bowl. Everything they've been doing for the last 12 years has been leading up to this one moment. Now this one moment's taken from them.
So the deputy decided to give something back, his time, recognizing the seniors' accomplishments.
Hi, Jordan. Hi. Here to congratulate you on graduating.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best luck in your future.
Thank you.
In years past, Hart gave high fives or shook hands with all of the seniors just before graduation ceremonies. But since he can't do that this year...
What's up?
How's it going, Deputy Hart?
Nothing. Just here to congratulate you for graduating high school.
He's stopping by each of the homes of the seniors to let them know he's proud.
You going around to everybody?
Everyone.
All the seniors?
All the seniors.
That's awesome.
Between now and the end of May, he plans to visit 317 kids in the graduating class and leave behind signs for their front yards.
Harley, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm coming around to congratulate all you seniors.
Thank you.
For the teens, missing out on so much has been tough.
This is my senior year, and essentially, even if the quarantine and everything were to stop now, it's essentially been robbed from me.
And that's why the gesture, the personal visit from Hart, means so much.
It means that they care.
I think it's great. I love Deputy Hart, all he does for us. I used to see him in the hallway every day.
And the deputy has a final message for the seniors as they begin the next chapter in their lives.
Don't let this that's going on define their last year of high school. Think of the good memories. Take those lessons that you've learned and move on and be productive.
All right, we have a couple of tutorials that are definitely good to know. The first one comes from a little girl in Colorado who's surprising her neighbors with hidden gems, and it's the most adorable thing you'll see today.
Sometimes it takes the eyes of a 6-year-old to see a rock as much more than just a rock.
Castle Pines Rocks is for kids that are in Colorado or Castle Pines, the same thing. And the whole point of it is you find 2 great rocks, you paint them, and then you hide them somewhere, and then other kids find them. So step 1, we're gonna find 2 perfect rocks.
I mean, I think honestly we were bored, looking for something to do outdoors.
Step 2 is a place to paint your rock. I'm gonna do it in my house.
And trying to fill our time, and so Delaney had the idea of painting rocks.
Step 3 is to paint your rock.
And hiding them throughout the neighborhood to just make people happy.
Step 4 is a place, after it dries, you sketch something.
All of these steps are detailed on their new Castle Pines Rocks Facebook group that features Delaney.
Step 5 is you got to paint your rock color you want it to be.
Adorably going through all these 7 steps.
Step 6, you need to write on the back of your rock.
Of creating a painted rock.
Me and my dad thought of it, like boom.
We've had a lot of interesting comments and shares of people finding rocks and saying, oh my gosh, I found this rock on my trail behind my house.
Step 7, you hide your rocks. And then other kids find it. They can actually kind of make rocks, and it kind of goes like in a cycle.
A cycle of happiness. With a few good rocks, a little paint, and some love.
Well, this is good to know. How to dress for an apocalypse. You know, just in case. Step 1, identify an apocalypse.
I thought the apocalypse would look different.
Step 2, find inspiration.
I was like, oh, plague mask. And then the bird-like beak of that made me think of a petticoat cage.
Step 3, assembly.
Having to hand sew it. And it is taking a long time.
Step 4, obviously show it off.
I waited until I had actual things that I needed to buy. I went to jungle gyms where the aisles are wide. People that were going to come there and be there were going to expect some whimsy. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am so creative.
Step 5, rejoice in the praise. Way to go, Karen. A creative way to express yourself just in case the apocalypse.
There's so much more that's good to know. You have to see this sunset tribute that happens every night, and the reason behind it is pretty special.